Hey loves, welcome back to Bioscope with me, Mary Kate Masilela, and thank you so much for tuning into the channel. If you're new to the channel, please do not forget to like, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you can be part of the gang, so you can get any notifications, especially when we just uploaded a new film interview, new review, or new lifestyle vlog, whatever is happening. We're going to be talking about We Are Dying Here, which is a stage production adaptation that was done by Siphokazi Jonas, who's the playwright and is also the producer of the short film, whom she collaborated with Sia Kolisi and his wife Rachel and Bianca Smith. Yeah, so the movie it's basically a hybrid of theater and film, which is my favorite kind of film, and it's a collaboration between poetry, music and film, and it's a 24-minute or 28-minute film that was shot. But first, let's talk about the stage play. The stage play was happening in 2020, and it was for live streaming since everything was on lockdown and stuff like that, and it was highly like celebrated, especially in the New York Times wrote about it, and it did very well. So shout out to Siphokazi for that. And so then eventually they adapted it for a film. Guys, this film looks incredible. Like, I wish it was a feature film. Like, it looks beautiful. Like, literally everything looks like staged. They even have like a tank in there. This is probably the most like expensive short film I've seen in South Africa, in my opinion. The leading actors are Siphokazi Jonas and Hope Netshivhambe and musician Babalwa Makwetu. Right? And it's a beautiful piece. Literally every lady has like a monologue from experience. Basically the plot is like the war against gender violence in South Africa, and every actor has like a monologue or a piece which is literally a reference of a personal rape case or physical violence which they have encountered, and obviously they're referencing, it's not a self indicated reference, but these stories are basically a pipeline of numerous stories which have been happening in South Africa. A lot of women in South Africa have been suffering from GBV, and the cases are getting higher, and most of them are not getting solved, and the perpetrators are not being accounted for their actions. So the head writer Siphokazi decided to use the platform of art and theater to actually address this and speak about it. Let's speak about the cinematography. My gosh, there was a master of lights here. The green and blue smoke which was happening, it was very like alarming and engaging. It just made it feel so intense. You literally felt like it was a war zone because it's acted out like that, you know, like you feel like it's a war. But well, I guess that's what they're trying to implement, that it's a war against violence. And they literally like I said, they had a tank, which I don't know how they did it, but I guess if you have a producer like Sia Kolisi, you can afford to. And by the way, this is the first film for their own foundation, which is called the Sia Kolisi Foundation. They're doing actually a great job. The movie, hands down, I really wish it was like a feature film, but I don't think everybody would actually embrace it, because it's very, very arty. You know, not everybody is into like art films and stuff like that, and most of people are at commercial films, you know, like your Netflix, Showmax, stuff that will end up being streaming there. But I chose this film because I think it's perfect. You know how Sarafina is great for like Freedom Day or Youth Day and stuff like that. This is a great film for Black history, because I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not saying that abuse and rape is encountered in the Black society, Black race a lot. It happens everywhere, in every race. It's global, but the numbers are extremely very, very high in our community. So I think it's a very good film for us to literally sit down with our boys and girls, because even guys get abused and they don't speak about it, you know. And I think we literally have to learn how to literally take care of each other and feel, because we forget that South Africa is a country which just came out from apartheid. Yes, it may be 20 years later, but we still have wounds and people don't know how to express themselves. We literally were going through war, violence. That's the only way we could express ourselves, through violence for so many years. And now we at home and we're frustrated, there's no jobs, and men don't feel like men because they feel like they're not living up to roles. So they end up resulting to physical abuse or towards rape. You know, you feel like you can take something that's not meant to be taken, something that's supposed to be cherished. You know, women are supposed to be praised as queens, you know, into our society, but somehow the mirror is reflecting something else. So it does have to be a great theme for us to look at it upon like Black History Month. I'm choosing this movie for you to watch. Go out and get it wherever in film festival, and I think you may be still able to stream it. I know in RAF they probably, the time when I got the link, you could go to the website, and if you followed me on Twitter, I shared the link, so you will probably have the opportunity to go out and watch it. So yeah, it's a great film. The cinematography is amazing. The acting is up par, like levels. I'm expecting, why won't they send this movie out to Cannes? And the director is directed by a guy. His name is Shane Vermooten or something like that. I'm sorry on the name. This is so well done. I would love to see the stage play so I can compare the difference and how it looks. And obviously this the movie is more fluid, as much as they're doing the long monologues and the pace, you can tell like it's very theatrical, but it still has it's fluid because the camera literally moves. That there are not too many like cuts and transitions and stuff like that. It's literally a couple of takes and like a couple of few takes. It's so well done. It's such a beautiful film. Cinematically, like wow, this is the stuff to study. So if you're like a young cinematographer, literally this should be like your Bible, like for 2022, for you to like go and check it out and stuff like that. Yeah, besides that, that's the movie that I wanted to review this week. And please share the YouTube channel to your other filmmakers, friends and stuff like that, so we can grow. And we want the platform to like triple this year, and I'll be dropping more stuff. And I'm so happy to be with you. And yeah, 22 is looking good. And yeah, see you on the next vlog.